Today we're out here working on the 5.9 Magnum, and we got some broken intake manifold bolts, and I'm going to show you how I get them out. I got the whole top of the engine off here, and everything's all taped up to keep the metal from getting in anywhere. But this is what happened. Bolt broke off when I tried to get it out. Tried to drill it and it just didn't go straight. But this is what it's going to look like when I get it all done. I just drilled it out with the next bigger size and tapped it out for the next bigger size bolt. It doesn't look too bad. Should get the job done. I'm going to show you how I do that. Got a carbide burr on a drill, flat bottom on it. You just take that and start grinding away at the old bolt. And I guess before you get grinding on that, I'm going to take a grinder, cut the bolt head off so there's not as much material. Most people would just tell you to get a extractor, bolt extractor, and put that in there.
Such an instrument is the turbo encapsulator.
But I've had really bad luck with them, and I wouldn't recommend using them on anything you don't want to ruin, because they only handle so much torque, and once that reaches a certain point, that extractor bit will yield. You can see how this one's been overstressed. But once that snaps off in there, you might as well just replace whatever you're trying to fix, because it's going to take like a diamond bit to get that out of there. So most of the time these are just junk, so I wouldn't even recommend using them. But we're going to get to grinding. Now that we've got as much of that material out of there with the grinder as we can get, we'll hit it with this. Now I've got the old bolt all machined out of there, so now I just have to drill it out. have the hole all drilled out, and now I'm ready to tap it out. This is the tap that I have. It's a 3/8, and since I don't have a tap holder, I just drove a nut on there. I figured since most of the Class 1 railroads can't afford a tap holder, then neither should I.
It's not cheap, but I'm sure the government will buy it.
So this should get me by just fine. Pretty much any kind of oil will work on it. I've been using some of this Pro Honda stuff. Seems to work pretty good. I like to just use a big T-handle on there. That way the side fumbling is effectively prevented.
Your wane shaft that side fumbling was effectively prevented.
And I don't have to worry about snapping my tap off in the cylinder head. So once you snap a tap off in there, you might as well just buy a new cylinder head.
Moreover, whenever a fluorescent score motion is required, it may also be employed in conjunction with a drawn reciprocation dingle arm.
One thing you should know is these taps are covered in some kind of
Prefamulated amulite surmounted by a malleable logarithmic casing.
And you'll be lucky to only get 3 or 4 holes tapped when you're tapping cast iron before the tap will dull out, and you'll be lucky to not snap it off in there. And if you snap it off inside the cylinder head, it'll be pretty tough to get it out unless you have the right kind of tools, because I've done it before and it sucks. Now we just have to ream the holes out on the intake manifold to fit the bigger bolts. Now I've got the manifold back on the engine, and you can see the bolts aren't perfectly aligned.
In such a way that the two spurving bearings were in a direct line with a panometric FAM.
With the original ones. So I'm just going to have to ream out the holes a little bit more to make them fit. The spark plug on the left is the one that got the detonation. That's only about maybe 5 minutes worth of detonation on it. But it was a brand new spark plug when I put it in. It's only got a couple 100 miles on it. So you can really see how hard that detonation is on a spark plug. Even bent the tip of it sideways a little bit. I guess I'll stick a new spark plug in since we got our manifold gasket all fixed. And hopefully it'll run for a while yet. I also put some engine restore grease in it, in the engine oil. It's thicker oil that kind of helps build up the compression. And I did another compression test with it hot. All the cylinders are at 125 except for the back one. It's at 75. I guess we'll see how it runs. Our farming rig we got here. Farm truck here, and we're just farming with it. Are we, Aiden? Having fun?